Hello everybody, what's up? It's Fern. Thank you so much for joining me for another Planty video. Today, I actually wasn't even gonna film today. My anxiety's pretty bad today, to be honest, and it's been bad for like the past month just because of life stress and adulting. I'm sure that anybody else who is self-employed or like deals with any business things can relate to there just being really stressful periods. So yeah, I'm fine, but yeah, I just have been stressed lately, like I've said before, and I've been saying in some of my vlogs and on my Instagram story and things. So I wasn't gonna film, I was just gonna take a break for today, plus like, you know, the lighting's not great because it's rainy out today. But then I figured, you know what, I've got a lot of plant stuff that I'd like to get done, and I think that doing it is going to be distracting and relaxing for me, so I figured I would just go ahead. I've swung from opposite sides of the pendulum here. At first I wasn't gonna film, so you'd think if I decided to film I'd just do, you know, like a short little video or something, but no. I have pulled out every single propagation, well, not every single propagation, but the majority of the propagations I have going, I have grabbed and gotten ready to pot up. We have some moss poles and my potting mix and everything going on here, so I've got a lot of work ahead of me, and I'm going out of town in 2 hours and I still need to pack and everything, so we're gonna try to get this done in hopefully an hour. I mean, the video probably won't be an hour long, but I imagine it's gonna take me at least an hour. I've also just brewed this cup of tea and it smells so good. I was gonna have my regular tea, like my red rose or green tea, and then I figured, you know, I just don't really need the extra caffeine right now. So instead I'm drinking this raspberry leaf, lavender, and rosebud tea. And I feel like it is just what I need right now. Let's set that over here. So as you saw, I have all of the plants beside me on my desk here. I'm just gonna randomly grab them and then we can go ahead and pot them up. A lot of these have been propagating for quite a while now. I think we actually took these cuttings in a previous video. So some of them are like very, very rooted. I actually posted this one on my Instagram story the other day because I was cracking up at just like how rooted it is. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Like, that is so insane. Oh my goodness. So yeah, a lot of these are overdue to be repotted. Where are you going? So yeah, I'm excited to just, you know, get them into some potting mix, some soil. So we will start with my lovely Ctenanthe right here. This is a plant that I feel like I'm so behind on because this was in my video of my goals for 2023. I really wanted to grow like a nice full bushy plant, and now we are going into April and I haven't even potted up yet, so I'm like, dang, I need to get this thing potted up so that I can grow it out. But I mean, whatever, I'm not being too hard on myself about like perfectly meeting all my goals. Anyways, let's find a pot that's gonna work. I'm probably just gonna put it in a little nursery pot for now. Actually, I might do this. Or does this fit into this? No, okay. I might just do it in a plain nursery pot so that I can use this little cover pot for now. And then it'll outgrow this pretty quickly and I'll be repotting it, but I don't really have any medium-sized pots right now. I feel like I've been saying that in all of my repotting videos. I either have just big ones or small ones, so we've just got to make do until I go pick up more pots, which I really need to put on my to-do list, and I will be doing hopefully sometime soon. But anyways, it'll be fine for now. So I'm just gonna add some potting mix into the bottom here. Not too much because we have to accommodate this huge root system. So let's pop that in. Okay. It's actually a pretty good fit for right now. Like, it's not bad. I'll just probably have to repot it in like a month or two. So I'm just gonna backfill it with my potting mix. funny how much I put off just doing a simple task like this, because this literally takes like 2 minutes to do. But I think it's because I want to film it, so I wait until I'm like doing a video that I can incorporate this into, which would be today's video. But the actual task itself does not take very long. I've really been appreciating my plants that don't need moss poles lately, just because it's so much easier to maintain them when it comes to repotting or, you know, any type of maintenance really, like propagating, repotting, watering. It's just so much less work. So yeah, plants like this and like begonias and things I've really been into lately. I mean, I love my climbers, don't get me wrong, and I'm willing to put in the work for them, but it just takes more time and effort. So it's nice to have a break and just do something just simple, like just like a simple, straightforward repot. Like that's it, we're done. And that's so satisfying to me. So there it is. This is gonna continue to live in my south-facing window on top of the Millsbow Wide, because I really wanna encourage more variegation on it, and a lot of people were commenting that it needed more light to bring in the variegation. I hope that, I don't know if this plant can revert, honestly. If anyone knows, leave a comment, because a lot of the new leaves like aren't super variegated. So like for example, this one, the last 4 leaves are all just green on that one, and that makes me nervous. There is variegation, like a little bit of variegation down here, but that's it. And I really want a highly variegated one, so do you think it's possible to bring it back if I have it in highlights? I hope so. I guess we'll find out. All right, I'm gonna set that one aside. Oh yeah, I was gonna give it the cover pot too. That's gonna be cute. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. That looks so much better. So satisfying potting plants up. There is some crispy ones that I guess I'm just gonna tear this one off right now actually. There we go, done. All right. Okay, next we are moving on to my Amydrium medium. That was almost a tongue twister. Amydrium medium silver. Now, as you can see, some of the cuttings are not looking too good. I've been getting a lot of questions on how this plant is doing, and to be honest with you, my answer is I don't really know. So we're gonna pull this out together and take a look at the roots, but I'm gonna start by just removing the dead ones that obviously didn't, oh my gosh, it's like, this is just a leaf. It's detached from the node. I don't know where the node is, probably floating somewhere in there. There's another dead one right here. Same thing, it's just the leaf. And then it looks like there's one more that didn't make it. So I'm gonna get rid of these real quick. The rest that we have still look pretty good. And I had a feeling that, oh, okay, they do have roots. I had a feeling that some of them, oh my goodness, one of them has a really good root actually. I had a feeling that some of them weren't gonna take. So I'm not surprised that we lost those leaves, but yeah, here are the rest of them. I actually don't know if it's rooted enough, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, this one has good roots, but this is what we're working with. Root-wise, you can see there's a really good root right here, but the others just kind of have small roots. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not bad. Like this one has pretty good roots right there. Maybe I'll just try to pot it up anyways. See what happens. I mean, there's some that have really small roots that I'm gonna definitely keep propagating. I'll change out that water, so don't worry about that. But I want 3 for this pot right now, I think, so I'm just gonna choose the 3 best rooted ones. And I guess if it doesn't take, then I'll just end up using one of these ones once they've rooted better. because I really want to get going with this plant, you know? We're almost in the growing season here. Well, we pretty much are entering the growing season already. Okay, I was just thinking for a minute, and I originally wanted to put my Amydrium medium onto a Trifolia pole, but I'm kind of realizing that it's not going to work until the plant gets a little bit bigger, because this just isn't going to work in the size of pot that I need to use. I need to use a really small pot right now, so I think I'm just going to pot them up into here. And then once they grow a little bit, or at least like shoot out new vines, then I can transfer to a bigger pot. Hopefully they'll be more rooted by then and everything. And then we can transfer onto the moss pole. That's gonna be my plan. So, got some potting mix in there. And then these are such long, cuttings. I think I'm gonna have to trim it actually. Okay, let's give this a go. That one there. Yeah, these were very, very slow to root. I mean, as you can see, some of them still haven't rooted. I was actually shocked at how long it took. Like, they didn't do anything for like weeks and weeks, maybe even months. So I would definitely say that this does not seem to be the easiest plant to propagate, in my experience at least. Okay, I'm just gonna fill this up with potting mix now. Okay, I think that's pretty good. It worked out kind of perfectly that I just happened to have this taller orchid pot available for this one. Oh, I hope that it does well. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this one. It does have like a few growth points, which I'm excited to watch. Okay, next we have my Epipremnum skeleton key cuttings. Now this thing grows like an absolute weed, you guys. I cannot even tell you. You can see all the lighter leaves. These are all new growth since it's just been propagating. Like, it's so crazy. And then we have a bunch of roots, as you can see. So, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna use for a pot. Maybe I'll choose my favorite ones. Ooh, this leaf is really nice. I like the ones that are really getting the key shape. So this one maybe. Since it is an epipremnum, and I think it'd be nice to have a bit more full of a pole, I think I might choose 5 cuttings, or maybe even 6, honestly. For my philodendrons and things, I'm opting for just going with 3 cuttings per pot now, but I think I can get away with 5 or 6 for this guy, honestly. So I'm just gonna pick out the ones that I like the best. Oh my gosh, this one is like really turning into a whole vine on here. Oh, I have to include this little baby. Look at that. It's like a little mini key. So cute. Okay, the rest I'm just going to set aside. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, honestly. Maybe save them for trades. Okay, so I'm gonna be using a closed back moss pole. This one is from North Shore Tropicals. We're gonna cut off these tabs because I don't need them. I really need to restock on my closed back moss poles because I'm starting to need to extend some of mine. I just extended my majestic one and I'm so happy with how it looks. So I will definitely be extending my other ones that are gonna need it. These ones are like very sturdy. The plastic is thick. Okay, I've got my sphagnum beside me here too. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this a different way. I'm going to build the pole first and then fill it with sphagnum because that's what I did when I extended my majestic one, and it was actually really easy to just fill afterwards. And people had commented before like, oh, I do mine like this and it's easier. And I just for some reason assumed that it would be harder to do it like that, but no, it was easy. So, and y'all have seen how much I've struggled in the past with building these with the moss already inside. So I'm just gonna do it this way. Literally so much easier to build them that way. Okay, so I'm just going to do, I think I'm just gonna use one of these little green nursery pots, and we're just gonna do it like that. Gonna put some potting mix in here. This Epipremnum skeleton key is by far one of the fastest growing plants that I've ever had. It's crazy how prolific it is. Like, I honestly, yeah, this is gonna be at the top of the pole in no time, so I really need to order some extensions, like I said. I'm gonna put a little bit more potting mix. Okay, let's pop these guys in. I'm just gonna kind of like put them however right now, and then as they grow, I'll be able to attach them onto the pole. They're too small right now. Actually, some of them I could probably attach on, like the ones that are starting to vine. But the rest will have to wait until they grow a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just going to backfill. Okay, so now we get to fill it with sphagnum moss, and I just do it with a chopstick, super easy. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. So now when I've been doing my closed back moss bowls, I've been leaving, you know, the top inch and a half sphagnum moss free because I need it to be that way for when I add an extension, which I learned when I did my first extension the other day. So I'm just thinking ahead and doing that. And once the plant gets close to here, then I'll just pop in an extension and fill it with more moss. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab my Velcro tape so I can secure the vines that are big enough to be secured onto here. Actually gonna see if I can use my dragonfly clips. Just going to okay, there's only one that's somewhat close to the pole, so I'm only gonna secure the one, but this is gonna grow so fast. I can't wait to show you guys updates. Okay, let's do a Hoya. I only have one Hoya to do. This is my Hoya biakensis, and it's been in sphagnum moss since I got it. I have not removed it from here or anything. It is growing. It's actually doing really well. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but there's new leaves coming in on multiple areas of this. So I'm gonna pull it out of this moss and take a look at what's going on. Honestly, hard to see. Hoya roots are so fine that sometimes it's really hard to see when they're in sphagnum. I'm gonna peel this sphagnum off though so we can get a better idea of the root system. I need to drink my tea too. Probably cooled down enough by now. Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna try to remove this moss and I will be right back. Okay, I got all of these sphagnum off and those are the root systems that we're working with. There's actually multiple plants potted into there, so I'm just gonna choose a really small pot. I might do this one actually. I like these little square ones and that should fit perfectly. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I got this cute pot recently and I've been dying to pot something in here, but it needs to be just a little plant, obviously. And I think that this is going to be the perfect combination because it has a drainage hole and everything, so I can pot right into here. Oh my goodness, that is gonna be so cute. Okay, I'm excited. So, I'm gonna start filling this up. By the way, this sphagnum smells so good. I don't know if anybody else likes the smell of sphagnum moss. Only some kinds smell good, but this one is just like, oh, it smells so good. It's almost like piney or something. Okay, so I've filled it up a bit with potting mix, and now I'm just going to pop these guys. Which way do I want them? I think I want them like facing, whoop, that way. I'm like 10 times more excited about this plant now that I have it in a cute pot. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to kind of hold these as I fill it. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. Oh my goodness. This is so cute in there. Oh, I'm obsessed. Okay, love that so much. And I'm really excited to watch this Hoya grow. It kept drying out way too much in the sphagnum moss because it was near my heater. So I think that's why I was getting some funky leaves. If you can notice, those ones are a little bit like misshapen. So hopefully now that I'll be able to keep up with the watering better and everything, it will start growing really nicely for me. And it's actually got a lot of room in here, like a surprising amount. So yeah, I think it's gonna be happy in here for a little while. Okay, we're gonna move on to my Philodendron subhastatum, which this is just the green form that I have, or like just the regular form. And this has been rooting for quite a while, so we have some nice juicy water roots on there, as you can see. And I've been wanting to do a combination pot of this one, the regular one, and my variegated one, which honestly, it doesn't, I mean, yeah, you can see the variegation, but it's not like super noticeable. This is the newest leaf that just came in. I mean, it's pretty. It's really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be potting them both together just kind of to save space, and because, I don't know, I just think it'll be pretty to have them in the same pot. And the reason that I'm so excited, well, I am excited just to pot these up in general. I've been wanting to do it for a while. But I'm also really excited because I'm going to be using a new style of moss pole that I've never tried before. This is also a closed back moss pole, but this is the one by Rousseau Plant Care, and it's different than the rest. You know, there's a bunch of brands that kind of make this type of moss pole now, but this one's different because it has these like enclosure things that go in the front, and it secures the vine of your plant into the moss, so it's supposed to help it to root in and keep it secure and everything. I've been dying to try these. My friend Ashley sent me this one to try out, and I think I'm gonna use it for my subhastatum, and I'm just so excited to try it out. So I'm just gonna quickly look on their website to make sure I assemble this properly, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so it seems pretty straightforward. It's just wait, is there a layer on here? Oh, there is. Okay, I have to peel this protective film off first. This is making me think of something that happened just yesterday. So I was wondering why the buttons on my microwave look like kind of janky. Like you can tell the ones that I've used a lot, and I'm like, geez, like whatever like finishing stuff that they used on this must have been so cheap, because the buttons are like all wearing away and like bubbling already. And then I realized that there was film on it, like this stuff was still on it. And I've had that microwave for like 3 years, and I just peeled it off yesterday. So it looks like brand new now. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Okay, looks like we're ready to rock. It's like perfectly clear now without the film, which is nice. So I'm just going to fold it along the sides like it said. And then the tabs just go into the little slots. Also on the website it was saying that this type of pole, how it closes in the front with these tabs, makes it so much easier for removing your plant, because with the other ones, if you want to take your plant off, you have to pull the roots through all the little holes on the front of the pole, which can be difficult. So this is just like, I didn't even think about that. That's amazing. You just have to like unbuckle it, you know? So that's so handy. I love this concept of like strapping them in. It's like a little safety belt for your plants. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do them all up. I don't even know if these cuttings are I don't think I'm going to be able to attach them to the pole yet, but I just want to pot this in so that it's ready for when I can. I really like the height of this too. It's a good height. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this was a million times easier to build than the other ones. They just like buckled in so easily. I'm impressed already. And there's these slots in the back. I don't know, it's hard to show this because it's so just like clear and reflective, but there's slots in the back, I'm assuming for airflow. And I'm also assuming these are stackable, but I honestly don't know. I'd have to do more research into that. A lot of space too, like it's quite wide. Okay, so now the fun part. Let's get this plant, or I guess these plants, potted up. I'm again just going to be going with a nursery pot for now, and then I'll be upgrading these plants. Yeah, it'll need an upgrade probably pretty quick, but this will work for now. I'm gonna unpot this one first because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to break up the roots a little bit to get it to fit in here. Oh, maybe the root system isn't as big as I thought it was gonna be. That's actually a good thing, because I'm short on space in this pot. It has this weird little baby that it's been sprouting out on the stem there, but it's never really like grown into anything. It's always just kind of stayed that size, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so that is one. I'm gonna try to put it in here. You know what? Actually, no, it's fine. Okay, now for the regular one. I didn't realize it was such, I thought I just had single leaf cuttings in there, but this one actually has almost 5 leaves on it, so that's great. Okay, that's great if it will fit, I guess. We'll find out here. gonna fill this up with some potting mix now. Okay, I'm just trying to pull some of the roots through here so that I can strap this guy in. They seem to be like caught on something and I don't know what. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, so now there's gonna be roots right in the pole already, which is really nice. So I can actually unstrap one more of these straps. Okay, I'm gonna put some moss in here now. Okay, I'm kind of in a rush now because I've already been filming for over an hour and we still have, I think, 3 plants to do. I will say that this has been a good distraction though, and I am feeling a little bit better, so that's good. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I am now going to buckle this plant in, which it feels so cute to be doing it. I think only the green one is ready to be buckled in. If you can see, it's already pretty much. So I just have the strap over the stem, and then I'm just gonna secure it into the little slot right there. All right, now he's secured right in. I could even do one more, actually. I am gonna go ahead and do that. And there we go. And then probably, I'd say one more leaf on the variegated one, and I'll be able to secure that one to the pole as well. Okay, not gonna lie, it looks like a hot mess right now with this, with both of these plants on here, but you know, I always say this, the plant needs to settle into the pole for a while before it starts looking nice, so we just have to be patient. Okay, we're gonna take a break from poles and do a begonia. So I propagated this in a video not too long ago as well, and this has rooted up really good in water, so we can definitely pot this up now. And I'm also going to be combining it with this one, so this is going to be a pretty full little begonia. I'm so excited. Again, I'm going to use the same nursery pot. I'm actually just going to use some of this soil too. And this is going to be another quick and easy one. I'm just going to pop the cuttings into here. I'm going to take this one out of here, and I'm just going to pick the moss off of the top. Okay, it's pretty rooted into the moss, so I'm actually just gonna leave it on, and I think it'll be fine anyways because it's a begonia and it's gonna love having any extra moisture. Get rid of this leaf. Don't need that one. gonna remove this leaf too. It's pretty damaged. Okay, so now we have quite a full begonia. Again, looks kind of crazy, but it's gonna settle in. I'll probably be repotting this pretty quick too, and the next time I repot this, I'm going to add a trellis like the one my Begonia thurstonii has. I really like just those wooden trellises from the dollar store to provide some support for my king begonias. So yeah, can't wait to watch this one grow even more too. This is gonna be so lush. I'm really excited to see what this looks like in a couple months. Okay, my battery died, and that was my third battery that we've gone through, my third and last battery, so I didn't record the last two plants that I did, but I will show them to you. So, first up, we have my hideous Begonia gray feather, which I've talked about before. I propagated it because I'm trying to revive it and get some nice leaves coming in. So my plan for this is to grow it out for a bit, hopefully get some nicer leaves, and then to prop and start like an actual nice plant, you know? So this is a work in progress, but we'll see what happens. I think this might even be a new leaf, and it looks not bad, so yeah. And then lastly, I potted up my Philodendron verrucosum cuttings. There's 3 different cuttings in here, and yeah, they just needed to be potted up and given a new moss pole, so we finally have this plant growing again because it was propagating for a little while. I actually lost one of the cuttings, the nicest cutting. It just would not root for me, and it just died. It was the biggest leaf too, so I was kind of bummed about that, but I still have these 3 to work with, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm gonna bring all these plants into the shower and we're gonna water them all through. We did a lot of potting today. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, well, I'm gonna start working on cleaning up my big giant mess here now. But thank you so much for hanging out with me while I potted all of those plants up. I feel so good having that done. I've been so busy this past month that the plant chores have just been stacking up. So yeah, it feels really good to have gotten those all out of the way. That's almost all of my propagations except for some Hoya. I still have some Hoya Matilde cuttings that I need to repot into the mother, and then I also have some Hoya Bella that need to be repotted into the mother pot as well, but maybe I will do those next week. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!